Welcome back to Stauffer Garage, guys. Today, this is a Dodge Ram 2500 service truck for a farm. It's got the big fuel tank and boxes on the back of it. Today, we're focusing on the inside because it's dusty. It's not been cleaned in a very long time. So all the seats need to be extracted along with all the carpet. And first things first, of course, is to rip out all the seats, rip out a lot of the panels and the center console, so that way we can get a good idea of how much dirt we have, but also to make it a lot easier to clean and maneuver inside the car. So first things first, guys, I have to get all of the dirt vacuumed up in this thing so that way we can get the extraction going. But I want to make a huge announcement that on foxclean.com, leather cleaner and conditioner is going to be back in stock this coming up week. So if you haven't already, go head over there now to pre-order, to make your purchase, and as soon as it comes in, I will have those shipped out to all of you. So leather cleaner and leather conditioner are going to be back in stock this week. And I also want to say that the colored snow foam is in the works of production, so we will have that very soon as well, and it will be a surprise in the color, but stay tuned for that as well. One thing you'll notice if you haven't seen my videos in the past is I spend a lot of time on vacuuming. I think vacuuming is 80% of every detail. If you put in 20% of the effort, you get 80% of the results. I spend a lot of time vacuuming. I try to get as much dirt out as possible because one, it keeps my extractor from clogging. Two, it saves you time in the extractor phase, in the back end of the detail. But like I said, it also has the biggest impact when you clean your car or truck. And in last week's detail, guys, I had you guys all guess how much change we found in that Toyota Tundra. So if you guys have not seen that video, go back and watch it because it was a crazy transformation for one. But the amount of change that was found in just that one little cup holder was $27.01. So the winner from last week, whoever guessed the closest, was Alicia Gamble. She guessed $27, so she was the closest. So Alicia, reach out to me, and I'll get that $50 gift card to Amazon sent over to you. But yeah, it's always crazy the kind of stuff you find inside these things. This one had more of a tool-based kind of thing, and then just a lot of dirt and gravel from working on a farm. But I find the craziest stuff sometimes in these things. So anyways, thank you all for commenting and entering into the last week's giveaway, and we'll have some more coming up soon. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on those giveaways. Now, if you're wondering what tools and different products I use in my videos, I have those always linked down for you guys in the description box below. From an extraction standpoint, I use a product called Flex Ice and also BioBreak. It's the extraction powders I use that I mix inside my sprayers and my extractor rinse fluid. But then using the drill brush, obviously, to agitate all that carpet fiber, and then using my Mighty Extractor to suck up all of that delicious, juicy, yummy, dark, dirty fluid. Now when it comes to trucks, I know a lot of you have been watching a lot of the trucks I've detailed in the past, and I do say I am a sucker for a Ford F-250 or F-350. I am really close to picking one up, actually. I'm excited because I've needed a truck for a very long time for a lot of the work I do and for a lot of the places I go, and I am excited that I am probably going to pick one up. But the only problem that I have is I'm scared to pick one up because I have a feeling that the market and the way the economy is kind of going, maybe the prices are going to come down, so maybe I can find a better deal if I wait, 3-4 months. So if you guys are in the market for a car, let me know your thoughts. Have you purchased something to said, screw it, I'm going to pick up something no matter what? Or are you guys holding out and waiting for the market to kind of cool down a little bit? Because if you don't know, used car market and just anything in general, the whole economy is crazy, to be honest. But I think used cars have gone up substantially to the point where a lot of people are actually with 30,000-40,000 miles trading in their car and getting what they paid for brand new, which is bonkers. Now, of course, I would have loved to pressure wash these floor mats. It makes it a lot easier when it comes to extraction. But half the time when I do these details, it's super late in the evening, 11, 12 o'clock at night. So one, doing it outside is hard because one, you can't see it. Two, don't want to piss off my neighbors. But three, then you guys can't see it on the camera. So just extraction standpoint, I was super happy with how much of the dirt pulled out and how I was able to have clean extraction fluid after a couple passes. So sometimes pressure washing maybe isn't needed, which is really nice. One thing I had a lot of people reach out to me about is the fact that they're not getting the notifications for my new videos. If you are one of those people, let me know in the comments below. How often do you receive notifications? Obviously, I upload every single week on Sundays, and I know a lot of people say that they maybe get one notification for a new video once a month or once every other month, which is stupid. I don't know why YouTube has it set up that way or what they're doing, but you guys should be receiving notifications every single time I publish a video if you have that bell turned on. So make sure that bell is turned on. Make sure you have it set to all notifications so that way you get those. But like I said, let me know in the comments below if you're having issues with my notifications or any YouTube channel that you're subscribed to. Now, one tool that I use very frequently now that I think is a 100% tool that is needed when it comes to detailing is compressed air. You can use it for a lot of different things, but one, blowing out any dust and dirt that's kind of in panels beforehand, but also after you get done cleaning, when you have some of that dirt and grime liquid kind of stuck in between those seams and especially speaker grills. It's a lifesaver with saving you time, but also getting all of that last little bit of dirt and liquid out of those panels, so that way it doesn't start dripping down, and afterwards at the end of your detail, you're not going to have to worry about finding anything like that. So compressed air for the win. Now, as I've been doing this voiceover, the only thing I can think about is the fact that it is 2:30 in the morning. I am exhausted. Let me know how bad this voiceover is, or if it's halfway decent. Sometimes I feel like I just ramble and talk about nonsense and don't know what to talk about. So if there are certain topics you want me to talk about in next week's video, let me know in the comments below. It makes it a lot easier for me to have some suggestions and ideas for you guys, whether it's YouTube tips and tricks, detailing tips and tricks, business, politics. Honestly, I don't care. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about and mention or discuss, let me know in the comments below. Now, this Dodge Ram turned out insane. From the beginning of this detail, when you guys saw all those, different clips of the car and the truck after I pulled out the seats, this thing cleaned up super, super nice, to the point where the owner of this one, which this thing only had about 60,000 miles on it, it was essentially better than when they bought it used from the dealership because it was dirtier than it was before. I wanted to get to the outside. We had some rain going on, so I wasn't able to do it, and also time limitations because they needed it back within 24 hours. So that's why sometimes you do not see extraction or, outside shots in some of the details. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's detail. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week.